Scales are terrific for guitar players. You can use scales to develop your speed, accuracy, general technique, and your fretboard knowledge. I'm going to show you how to read a scale chart, and in the process, you'll learn how to play 3 different types of scales: major, minor pentatonic, and blues. These are the 3 scales you're going to be learning in this lesson. We've got our major, minor pentatonic, and our blues scale. Each chart works the same way. The lines going across are your strings. The lines going up and down are your frets. The bottom line is your lowest sounding string, or your 6th string, and the top line is your highest sounding string, or your 1st string. Inside each fret is a circle. Inside each circle is a number, and those are your finger numbers. And with each chart, you're going to start on the open circle. Great thing about these scales also is that they're movable, and we'll talk about what that means as we go along. Let's start with the major scale. Here's your major scale chart. As mentioned, the bottom line is your 6th string, or your lowest sounding string, and the top line is your 1st string, or your highest sounding string. We've got the circles inside those frets. Inside those frets we have numbers. Those are finger numbers. And we're going to start where the open circle is. In this case we have an open circle at the 2nd fret with finger number 2. On every string you're going to play from left to right until you've run out of dots, and then you're going to connect the dots. Just move to the next string, move left to right on every string. So the way this one works is on the 6th string, you play fingers 2 and 4. Next string, you play fingers 1, 2, 4. String 4, you play 1, 3, 4. String 3, 1, 3, 4. String 2, 2 and 4. String 1, 1, 2, 4. So altogether, ascending, we have and then when you're descending, you just play the other way. We're going to start on that highest note. Now we're going to play from right to left. And then when you've run out of notes for that string, you just move to the next one. So we have on the 1st string, 4, 2, 1. Moving to the 2nd string, we have 4, 2. Then we have 4, 3, 1. String 4, also 4, 3, 1. String 5, 4, 2, 1. And then finally, 4, 2 on the 6th string. So descending, when you play these scales, you want to play both ascending and descending. Now this form has no open strings, which makes it a movable scale. You can take that shape and move it anywhere on the fretboard. This diagram has you starting on the 2nd fret, which happens to be a G flat, so we are just using a G flat major scale as a demonstration. But you can start with your 2nd finger on the 5th fret. That would make it an A major scale, because your 5th fret on the 6th string is an A. Could move it up higher, maybe so your 2nd string is at the 8th fret, which is a C. Now it's a C major scale. So when you play these scales, play them in all sorts of different spots. That was your major scale, and now we have our minor pentatonic scale. The scale chart works pretty much the same. You start on the open circle, this time with your first finger, and as you can see on the scale chart, we have 2 notes per string. This minor pentatonic scale chart starts at the 1st fret. We always start with the open circle, and this one has a 1 in it, so we're going to be starting with finger number 1. And just like the major scale, you're going to be playing from left to right until you run out of notes, and then you move to the next string. So this one, we have 1 and 4 on the 6th string. Then we move to 1 and 3 on the 5th string. 4th string, we also have 1, 3. 3rd string, also 1 and 3. And our bottom 2 strings are 1, 4, 1, 4. So ascending, we have descending, you would start on that highest note, finger 4, and then play 4, 1. Because remember, descending, we play from right to left. 2nd string, 4, 1. 3rd string, 3, 1. 4th string, 3, 1. 5th string, 3, 1. And 6th string, 4, 1. So descending, we have this. And any scale you play, you want to play ascending and descending. Just like that major scale you learned earlier, this minor pentatonic scale is movable. We were starting on the 1st fret on the 6th string, which is a low F, so you would call it an F minor pentatonic that we were playing. If you started at the 4th fret, that's an A flat on the 6th string, and that would make it an A flat minor pentatonic. You could start your first finger at the 7th fret on the 6th string, that's the low B, and now it's a B minor pentatonic. So just like that major scale, make sure you practice these minor pentatonic scales in different spots on the fretboard. Moving on to the blues scale. If you compare the blues scale to the minor pentatonic scale, you'll see it's very similar. There's just another note on the 5th string and an added note on the 3rd string. Like your minor pentatonic scale, this blues scale starts with your first finger, and this scale chart has us starting at the 1st fret on the 6th string. And just like the others, you play from left to right when you're ascending. So on the 6th string, we have 1, 4. 5th string, we have 1, 2, 3. 4th string, we have 1, 3. 3rd string, we have 1, 3, 4. And then those last 2 strings are 1, 4 and 1, 4. So the blues scale ascending sounds like this. Descending, you start on that highest note on the 1st string, and you play right to left. 4, 1. 2nd string, 4, 1. 3rd string, 4, 3, 1. 4th string, 3, 1. 5th string, 3, 2, 1. 6th string, 4, 1. and then ascending and descending. You can move this one around too. That was an F blues because we were starting at the 1st fret 6th string, which is your low F. If we move it up to the 3rd fret, which is your low G, now it's a G blues. If we move up to the 6th fret, we have a B flat blues. Just like the others, make sure you practice this one in different positions. Now you know how to read a scale chart, and you can play a major, minor pentatonic, and a blues scale. If you practice these scales every day, it's going to do wonders for your technique. You'll also get a lot out of them if you know the notes on the fretboard. For that, I suggest checking out my video on learning the guitar fretboard and a follow-up video with some fretboard memory exercises. I'm going to be putting together a series of videos exploring different types of scales you can learn on the guitar, so keep an eye out for those. Also, check the link in the description below for a free download of guitar scale charts. If you got something out of this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of this sort of thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with more guitar tips.